Hey everyone, welcome back to the Boss Babe Blog Show. I am your host, Katan, and today's episode is called Get Outside with Travel with MJ. So I am super excited about this episode. We were talking about travel in our previous episode, and we're talking about travel again. So Travel with MJ is another credible and verified business listed in our directory that provides travel services. She also has more than one business listed in our directory. So if you're looking for someone who's credible, real, passionate, will answer the phone when you call, and you don't have to worry about, them going MIA once you've made the purchase, this is the person that you want to get with. She's very passionate about taking care of you, answering your questions. I've partnered with Travel with MJ on several different projects with other business owners, and she's super big about travel, making sure that she's honest and forthcoming about what it is that you should expect in your travel experience, and also the price points that things may cost. So if you have a specific budget, she will go and try to find items that work within that budget, but she's also going to be honest with you and be realistic, because she doesn't ever want to place you in a position or in a place that she wouldn't want to be in herself. For example, booking you at a hotel that's cheap just because it's in your budget, but then not telling you that the hotel is really not in a good condition. She's not going to do that. She's going to be the person to tell you this isn't something that is a good condition. She can't make you do anything, but she's really big on quality and treating people how she wants to be treated as a customer. So I really appreciate that about Travel with MJ. We have quite a few business owners and shoppers that she has taken care of in our community and provided vacation planning services for, and also just resources for. She has her own private travel community, and she has that newsletter. So if you decide to subscribe to her newsletter, you can get 15% off of your vacation travel research experience. So what that means is that you're going to get 15% off of the service of her planning your vacation. You tell her what you need, you tell her the budget, you tell her what you're looking for. She goes and she plans the entire vacation around that. And then you get 15% off of that service. Depending on how many people the trip is for will determine the price of the service. And then you're going to take that 15% off of that. So if you want to learn more, you can go visit her website. We already dropped her information in the beginning of the episode. We're also going to share her Facebook handles just in case you want to go follow and join her on Instagram or Facebook. And if you have already shopped with her and you happen to be in our community, don't forget to leave a Google review or a Facebook review. These things go so far. And I mean, sometimes people ask me, do reviews really matter that much? Or what can I do to support businesses further? Reviews are a huge thing. So even if you're just a part of the travel community and you love the energy, you love the positivity that she brings, or the laughs that she brings, leaving a review about your experience in her travel community can help project and push that business further. So, if you're able to do that and you are in the community and you had a great experience, drop those reviews. And then also tell us in the comments if you shop with Travel with MJ. And if you have, what is your favorite thing about this brand? We would love to hear. Now that we've shared that, we're going to go ahead and transition on into just a couple of snippets from some of Travel with MJ's previous interviews. She has been on the Boss Babe Business Show, which is another show, another platform through bossbabeblog.com. And we've interviewed her live in front of our live audience on multiple platforms. We've also interviewed her on the podcast as well. So I'm just going to drop a couple of snippets of those. And then if you stay tuned at the end of this video, we're going to be sharing one piece of business insight for small business owners or future business owners that would like to learn how they can take their brand to the next level. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.
Now, our personalized research experiences, one of the benefits, and I think it's the biggest benefit, is you get to tell me, hey, MJ, I don't want to go and spend no more than $5,000 on this trip. I want to go to Jamaica and I don't want to spend $5,000. I'm going to take that information and I'm going to say, I got you. Okay. Now, if you start adding some things that's going to make it a little bit more expensive, I'm also take the information and tell you, you might want to up your budget a little bit. So it's going to be a realistic pep talk over what you want on in terms of what you want in your vacation. If you give me a workable budget, okay, a workable budget and a workable destination, you tell me everything that you need from start to finish, we work that out for you. Okay. We don't want you to speak to customer service about anything. Nothing. You speak to me, I speak to customer service. So that's one of the beauties of the personalized research experience. Another thing is you actually get to sit down with me. This is not, oh, you get to sit down, you think you're meeting with me and you're sitting down with an associate. Nothing wrong with
Talking
associates.
to direct source.
Yeah, nothing wrong with associates. But when you're traveling with MJ, you're traveling with MJ, not travel with MJ and associates. Not yet.
She said not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
And even then, we know that when you do have those associates, they're going to be qualified and credible, just like you.
Oh, absolutely. Because if you know, you know. Another benefit is, we really do get to know you. Yes, we are selling you a vacation. Yes, we are crafting you a vacation, but we also get to know you. What do you like? What do you dislike? And we're not talking about just in vacation, because for those who are avid travel with MJ clients, the relationship just don't end after you come home from vacation. No, there's still clients that I talk to this day. To this day, it's more than just I'm planning a vacation for you. You become a part of the family. So I look at you as part of the family, and you know you get that banter. You get that from me. We laugh, we joke, we do what we're supposed to do. We plan this vacation for you. You refer your friends, your family, everybody that you know and love. But we also get to know the person behind the vacation. There are so many reasons why people are planning vacations, some good and some not good. So we get to learn that type of stuff and, make sure that we're there for you as much as we can when you need us to be. So it's more than just booking your vacation.
I love that. That's beautiful. And so you're really talking about that community that can provide. It's not just a service, it's a community that comes with it. So sorry, I'm holding the burp right now and it just won't come out.
Understood.
There it goes.
There you go. Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
I was like,
let it
why
breathe.
is this not wanting to come up? But, sometimes you need a little soda. But
there you go. Just a little.
So let's get into this next service or product that you're going to be sharing with us this evening.
Ooh,
look, we both just over here. Let's just take a quick break. Proceed.
The next service that we will be discussing is MJ's Travel Community. If you are not a part of MJ's Travel Community, you're missing out on a lot of laughs. You're missing out on vacation packages that my email list may see before, but there's some vacation packages that I don't always share with the email list. I share with social media first. So it just depends on the day with me. Do I feel like social media can get this? Do I feel like everybody should have this? But the community is a great place for you to not only shop for vacations, but it's a great place for you to unwind. I really do want to say that MJ's Travel Community has become a community, and we enjoy seeing the banter and actually jumping into the banter that a lot of the community members provide. Because if you're in the community and you're if you're in the community and you're not interacting with the engagement posts that are in there, and not all of them are all about travel. So yes, while this is a travel community, I'm not in there saying, oh, where you want to go today? Where you want to go tomorrow? Where you want to go this way? Where you want to go that way? We actually talk about just life in general. One of the engagement posts can be something as simple as, what do you find, in a good friend? Respect, loyalty, things like that. It's not always about travel. And we also do act up. I do enjoy facilitating the act up because it's required sometimes. Sometimes you just need a space to where you can go in, talk with some people that you become friends with, and just let loose. We don't always have to be professionals. We don't always have to be corporate people. We can be human at the end of the day. And I think that we've done a great job at crafting that at MJ's Travel Community while throwing in travel tips, while making sure that we're, keeping the clients or potential clients up to date with what's going on in the business.
Yeah.
It's just really become a great place to let loose and laugh, because if you're not laughing, you're not living, the way I see it.
Yeah. So I like the fact that you mentioned that. It was something that you said that stuff. Oh yes. So everybody deserves a place where they can just relax. Everybody needs an outlet. So what
Mm-hmm.
is like you're providing that outlet for your clients, for people that are interested in just traveling, having fun, and enjoying life. That's what it sounds like. So how much does it cost to be a part of this community?
So the travel community is also $0.00. You
Okay.
get to cut up for free
And
as
let me
long
get
as you don't get banned
a
by
link.
Mark.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I don't control whether you get banned by Mark.
Gotta be careful with him.
Yeah, got to be real careful with him. Him and his associates.
Okay, so let me send you. I'm gonna go ahead and share this with everybody, and it's like the second thing that pops up on my screen. MJ's Travel Community. So we
Love that.
Quickly. We know how to get to it quickly.
Love that.
Yeah. Here we are. Okay, so join her free travel community. So now that we've shared that, what is the next service or product or service that you're showcasing this evening?
Actually, let's talk about this. So we are getting ready to go into the Travel with MJ 10-day travel blitz. I'm super excited. This is the third quarter, and this is, I believe, the third year we have been doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So the Travel with MJ 10-day travel blitz is just that. It's a 10-day travel blitz where you get to see 10 vacation packages sent straight to your phone for whatever vacation you're looking for. We are trying to vary ourselves in showing the people what all we can supply, because yes, while I am a cruise specialist, we can book outside, we can book international, we can book domestic, theme parks, all that. So the 10-day travel blitz is just my way of showing my variety to my potential clients and current clients and future clients and past clients, and making sure that they know, hey, while I might be a cruise counselor, she will still take care of me whether I'm booking a cruise or not. It's just another way for you to learn. Hey, this travel advisor is real. This travel advisor is somebody who will take care of your vacation from start to finish. And this is a nice way for those who might not be ready for the personalized experience and may not want to pay for a personalized experience. Get the opportunity to work with an advisor, but without having to say, "Oh, you got to pay me for that." So it's a great way for people to get to know me as their advisor, get to know me as a human, and the type of things that that I do. So we put this blitz on every quarter, January, April, July, and October, just for me to show the variety and to show and prove to myself that I can actually provide 10 quality vacation packages. Because sometimes that's hard.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do appreciate that perspective, especially being that people can experience a little bit of what it would be like to book with you without actually having to go and purchase the personalized service. So, like you said, they can see bits, and if they like it, just sign up for the package that's already been.
Yeah, and it's already put together, and you're not under time pressure. Just say, you see a trip that comes out on Monday, but you're not ready to book it until Friday. With the personalized experience, you are a little bit more time restrained, because it's like we have to get it done, because with this quote can change in an hour, versus, hey, you're perusing, you're browsing, and then when you say you're ready, we can go back and we can look at the prices. Prices are subject to change and availability until the booking is secured. Now, that change could be an increase, that change could be a decrease in price and availability. So as long as we're all on one accord that price and availability is subject to change, we're good.
Okay, good. I'm glad you mentioned that, because essentially what you're saying is that when they see that deal, they should snag it because
Mm-hmm.
it could go up, it could go down, but if it goes up, you won't be getting that same promo that you initially saw.
Right. There's promotions that come out, especially around this time of the year. Um, Discounts that may come out that
Mhm.
benefit the clients. Um, Different things, especially like with groups and stuff. Um, you could turn a simple Blitz vacation package into a group trip.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it flows. You can do that. So you should definitely stick around for that.
Check it out. Okay. So how much does it cost to be a part of that?
It costs $0.00 to be a part of the 10-day travel blitz. However, you must be subscribed to the Travel with MJ email list to get all 10 vacation packages. Social media may see one or two, but if you want to see all 10, you must be subscribed to the email list.
Okay. So you all heard it here. She has given out her social information. I just shared her travel community. And you can also check her out, Travel with MJ, on Facebook, on Instagram. It's going to be what is it? Is that underscore?
It's an underscore.
Yeah, underscore Travel with MJ on Instagram. And then you can also visit her website. And if you just, let's say you forgot all of this, but you really want to take advantage of this travel professional, you can head on over to bossbayblog.com and you will see Travel with MJ underneath our travel section. And you can just go straight to there. And it'll have her information, her website there as well. So now that we've shared that, MJ, let's go ahead and move on into a couple of other questions I have for you this evening. So my next question is, what is one value or one mission that your business raises awareness for? And then explain the story behind that.
Okay. So one value that Travel with MJ, that this business holds really, really deep to my heart, is that transparency while booking with a travel agent. There have been some people that I have spoken to that have been burned by a travel agent. And yes, I'm using air quotes. And if you feel some type of way, oh well, um, which would make a person not want to use a travel advisor. I've had communications with people that said, well, this person took my money. I don't know if anybody had been paying attention, but there was an entire travel group that was created based on the actions of a travel agent, and it was called the anti-travel group. I'm not going to put that particular I'm not going to put that particular business out there because, quite frankly, if you're scamming people, you don't deserve the promotion. But there was a whole period. There was a complete and anti-travel community built based on the clients that this person had scammed or taken money from with no trip. And y'all, listen, I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you right now. I'm a travel advisor. And if I did that and I was a client, Facebook might ban me for the rest of that sentence, so I'm gonna keep it there. But if you know, you know. But if you know, you know. I'm big on transparency. I'm big on making sure that the math. I'm not a math person, but I do money. Okay, I don't do math. I do money, and I want to make sure that the money that you thought you spent was the money that I thought you spent.
She said, "I'm not a math person, but I do money.
I do money. You tell me $5. You tell me $5, and I'm gonna have a $5 bill waiting on you. You tell me $10, and I'm gonna have a $10 bill waiting on you. If you tell me that you paid $1,500 and I only received $500 of that, we need to figure out where the rest of it went."
Exactly. Yeah. And I love the fact that you're passionate about this and you also are understanding to the customers, because this is where a lot of business owners tend to hurt themselves or shoot themselves in the, well, let me not use that verbiage, but you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They tend to hurt themselves because they don't put themselves in the customer's shoes. If I was shopping and purchasing something that I'm selling and I don't get my products, and I try to go back and contact this person and they're nowhere to be found, and I can't reach them, and I just lost all connection with them, there's no way for me to get to them, that's a really terrible experience for someone to go through. So understanding that sometimes people are a little scared because they have been burned. That's why I've always been like that. Like even with my shopping communities, I'm very, very clear. And some people are like, why you gotta say it like that? Why you gotta say that? You
Because
know,
you need to know.
exactly. You need to know exactly who it is that I can say, yes, this is a verified business list in our directory. I know they're legitimate. I know they're going to take care of you. I know they're passionate. Versus, you go on there and shop and then you have a terrible experience and we can't get that money back for you. So
Right.
that's why you have to be honest. I'm not about to be out here telling people I'm shopping here and I'm not shopping there like that. No.
Exactly.
The
That
ones in
that's
the directory are the ones that I'm promoting and recommending.
that's me. I'm always going to be the person who shops. First of all, I'm going to always shop with the person who has a credible business sense,
Hmm.
who has presented themselves as a credible business owner. But to go back to the original question, I always want to make sure that my clients are secure in investing their vacation with me. Thousands upon dollars is not easy to come by to put into a vacation, which we all know is a clear want. That is not a need. That is a want. And I know not everybody wants to spend a couple of $1,000 on a trip.
Yeah. No, you're right.
But if you're going to spend this couple of $1,000, you and I both need to make sure that we both have the same amount, that you have your tickets, that you have your confirmation numbers, that you have everything up to and including my phone number.
Yep.
It's one thing to email somebody, but I understand not everybody wants to deal with electronics. I do have a phone number that you can call, you can text. I will answer my phone calls. Well, I will screen my phone calls, but I'll answer my text messages as quickly as I can. Yes, I still work. So if I don't respond to you in 30 seconds, I'm not a scammer. Let's just throw that out there too. Okay? Let's just throw that
Yep,
out there too.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
If I don't respond in 30 seconds, I promise I'm not a scammer. I'm a worker bee. Okay? So we want to make sure that everybody is comfortable in their vacation investments because that's what you're doing. You're investing your money into a quality vacation and you're investing your money into a quality travel advisor. So we want to make sure that everything is done as smoothly and as seamlessly as we can get it. And I have not had very many people say that the process was not seamless.
Yeah. I mean, you got some really great points here. And you share both sides just now. Hey, we don't get back to you right away does not mean that the business is not legitimate. They may have other things because a lot of small business owners are funding their business another way. They don't all get immediate funds. They're not all receiving support from multiple people, and they
Right.
don't all have grants just initially. So that's a good point. But then also to your other point, you are available, you're accessible, you have the contact information so that you can take care of them and help them. So Shelly said, I'll say it, I'm hopping on a plane. The first stop is the police station.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
I can see
I was
Shelly
trying
now.
not to say because I didn't
I
want
can
Mark
see
to.
Shelly
I
now
didn't
at the
want.
police desk.
Look, I didn't want Mark to. I didn't want Mark to hurt me. You know, I still need. I still love his platform and trying to respect the platform as much as I can. But you already know.
Look, I'm trying to tell you. So no, I get it. I understand. And I love that. That's such a great value. That's a really good one, MJ. I definitely can appreciate that. Making sure that people are getting their money and they're working with legitimate travel agents and professionals and understanding and having that empathy to the shoppers that, hey, I know you've probably gone through this experience, a negative experience. And so for that reason, here's what we have to show you our credibility.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so moving on to networking. Are you hosting or attending any upcoming networking events? I know you
Um.
talked about one, not necessarily for travel networking, true, vacation networking, but are you going to be attending or hosting any other events in the future? And if so, what
We
do you get
are in the process of securing a vendor spot for right here in Valdosta, Georgia. As soon as I lock down the spot, I will get that information. But that information, I have the date already. It will be November the 8th. It is a Saturday. It is from 10 till 2.
there?
It will be free for excuse me. It will be free for guests to shop the event. patronize the event. It is going to be a great way to bring exposure to everybody's business that's going to be there. So I'm excited. We haven't quite locked down yet. I'm trying to make sure that I do this properly, and I don't want to mess with nobody's money. So once we get that spot secured,
I don't mess with nobody's money.
I don't. Once we get that spot secured, we will be sharing the flyer because we have quite a bit of time to be promoting this event, and I want to see as many people out there as we can get. So we are excited.
You know what? I let me know once you've locked it in, because this new collab, all these Georgia businesses we're going to be bringing on, just in case they're in your area, that will be a perfect meetup. So
yes,
I'll let you know some of them. How far is Fulton County, Georgia from you?
Fulton County is 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Okay, maybe not for that one, but I do have other people.
But don't be I have family in Fulton County.
Okay. Look, and who knows? Let me not limit what they might be able to do, because I have seen people drive hours just to get to a certain spot. I drove to Louisiana. I mean, Louisiana is like second home for me, so that don't count. But still, you get what I'm saying.
I say Fulton County is about 3 hours. That don't mean I won't pull up on nobody.
Okay, look, I'm talking about them pulling up on you. So, okay.
But I pull up on them too.
Look, period. So I will make sure to share that information so that all the Georgia businesses can potentially come network and connect with you. And then same thing too. I'll let them know in our private community chats.
Awesome.
So yeah. So now that I've shared, or now that you've shared the networking event, what is one travel tip that you have for everybody that's watching us tonight, or one business tip? You could do either or tonight. Let's switch it up. Do whatever you want to do.
I'm going to say one tip, and this can be used for travel or personal. One tip that I'm going to use is that if you're going to outsource something, make sure that you can contact that person and their contact information work. I'm big on that. I'm big on making sure that contact information work, because if I got to pull up on somebody, reference what Shelly said down there in the comments, because that's what's going to happen. But no, seriously, in all seriousness, making sure that you are in contact with a professional, and I'm using the word professional intentionally. So if you feel some type of way, stay out and move on. Because that's it. Make sure that you have that professional's contact information. How does that professional prefer to be contacted? And making sure that that contact information still works. People go through changes. They might change a phone number. Is their email still the same? Or they might, change the email domain. Is their phone number working? Can you get in contact with them on Facebook? They may not prefer Facebook, but if that was all they can get to you at the time, and then redirect them to your new contact information and how you prefer to have them contact you. But do not, and I'm so serious about this, do not ghost a person, because you don't know what somebody had to do to get those funds to secure your business. You don't know what a person had to do to ensure that this service can be taken care of. There are some business owners, and I'm just going to throw this out there. If it doesn't relate to you, okay, understood. There are some business owners who might be skipping meals, who might be skipping out on buying those professional outfits that they need to ensure that their website still works. And then you, as a professional, not having your contact information updated so that they can get a hold of you, that's not cool.
Yeah,
it's not cool. And you can't tell me that it took you 3.5 days to figure out that this person didn't have your contact information and you didn't try to send it to them. You can't tell me that. If you can tell me that with a straight face, we're going to have a problem. Because it takes nothing to put a Facebook blast out. It takes nothing to write an email and say, hey, our contact information has changed. I've changed contact information since I've been in this directory quite a few times. But what my clients know and what the people have become families to me know, they know how to get me.
Yep. Stop making people look all over the earth.
We're not chasing you.
Exactly.
We're not chasing you.
that last part that you said about people skipping meals, you do not know what people are going through to
You really
invest.
don't.
You don't know. And then we assume that because a person is a business owner, that just means they got it like that. No, they work very
Mm,
hard. We all work very
mm.
hard. I don't know what that is about, but like,
I could sit here and talk about that one all night long, but I'm not.
yeah. Listen, I could too, because I can't tell you how many times a person has said or done something that shows me that they have automatically assumed that I just got it like that. You know what I mean? It's
Hmm.
crazy. The stuff that
It's
just
diabolical. The
I'm like,
assumptions be diabolical.
wait, don't you have a job? You do. So what would happen if you just didn't show up to your job? Or what would happen if they didn't pay you at your job? Would you just keep showing up to the job?
You volunteering at that point, boo.
Yeah. So like, the different things that I've experienced as a small business owner, from people who I'm like, you should know this because you have a business, or people who don't have a business, but I'm like, still, even if I do have it, why is your mind the first place you're thinking about is let me take advantage? How about let me contribute so we can get more? You know what I mean? So no, I understand that. But back to what you were saying, as a professional, have a point of contact. And like you said, if that point of contact changes, it changes. But people should not have to be searching all across the moons to find you. It should be very
Hmm.
clear how to find you and
Say
communicate with you.
it should not take me 5 minutes to go find. And I'm talking to the travel advisors at this point because it's the one I can relate to. It shouldn't take me. It shouldn't take me 5-10 minutes to go find your request forms. If you're actually booking,
Yeah.
it should not. I shouldn't have to go through this page to this page to that page to figure out that your website's down, to figure that you removed to this page, back to this page, back over here, back over there to figure out that I want to book a trip with you. Because guess what? At some point, you got about 3 clicks.
Look, you don't even got that these days. The people's attention span are decreasing. You might
Look,
have
I see, for me, because I'm a teacher, it takes me a couple additional clicks sometimes. So for
okay.
me, you have about 3 clicks.
That's her being graceful. She's
3.
grace.
I am being very graceful.
Yeah.
I'm very much giving grace. You have about 3 clicks. But for the average person who's not a teacher or who's not a business professional, you got about 2 seconds.
Yeah. Where am I supposed to go and how do I contact you?
How do I contact you?
What am I supposed to be getting from you? What's the next step? Like I paid you the money. I shouldn't have to be trying to find you all around the world. Very
Right. Like, or I scheduled a complimentary consultation. What do I do next? How do I actually get on the books if that's what they decide they want to do? 3 million links later, and you come back talking about so what happened? You didn't book, girl. It took me forever to find your page.
Okay, I fell asleep and forgot to.
I fell asleep and forgot. Actually, I won't even say that I fell asleep. I just forgot.
Look, I fell asleep because I'm gonna be sleep. I'm gonna be laying on the bed scrolling through, and then just and wake up with the phone in my hand, wondering what it was I was doing. So that's what the average person's gonna be doing. They're tired.
One of the things that I do bring from my business, from my employer, is less than 3 clicks. I should be able to access something in less than 3 clicks. Now, travelwithmj.net is going to be the info hub. You're not going to have to use 3 clicks. If we got to go through 3 clicks, I did too much, and somebody tell me that I did too much. But we want to make sure that travelwithmj.net is the info center for everything, and that you can do it directly. It shouldn't take me 25 minutes and an episode of Girlfriends to figure out where I'm going.
My girlfriend.
Love that show. But it shouldn't take me a whole episode to figure out where I'm going on your website.
Okay, so great tip, MJ. I feel like we shared a lot of business insight, but also just money making insight as well. So now that you shared your tip, what is one inspirational message that you would like to leave with the audience before you get off?
One inspirational message I'm going to leave with the audience this evening is don't be afraid to ask for help. I think a lot of times we are, and I'm saying we because I know I'm partially guilty in this. Sometimes we feel like we're too strong to ask for help, and you're not. Sometimes that help that you need or the help that you're putting off from getting can really save you some time, y'all. I have said this one, and I'm going to continue to preach this. I am Miss DIY. I will do it myself.
Girl, I hear you on that.
I will do it myself. Go on, get out the way. I'll do it myself. Get
No,
on,
just move over. Let's
just
take
move.
care of it.
Just get. But in business, I am learning that I cannot do it all by myself. I cannot. You're going to have to leverage other people's time and other people's talents. Be willing to pay for everybody's time and talent.
Amen.
But don't be afraid to ask for help, because if you are afraid to ask for help, you're afraid to make money. That's literally what it is. Because while you're trying to be CEO, CFO, COO, social media manager, website builder, promotional specialist, all those
Sales
other titles,
associate.
sales associate, Facebook promoter, all those other things, and not all of it you have to actually do. Case in point, I'm learning to delegate. I've been in business now almost 5 years with my flagship business. Almost 5 years. I'm learning to delegate. Because see what it is that I start to delegate, and then people start getting flaky, and then I just got to take it back.
Then you be
When
like, you know what?
that,
Don't even worry about it.
yeah. When you find that consistent person who's going to be there, whose contact information is not going to change, and if it does change, they're going to give you some way to contact them, or they're going to streamline their process so that way they're taking you
You're not
to
going
one
to be
place.
chasing them.
I'm not chasing them. They're not chasing me to say, hey, what's these updates?
I know. Look, that is a beautiful business relationship collaboration. When you have contractor, you hire a contractor to do something. I cannot tell you, as a contractor, we might have to start sending out some awards actually, because there is nothing more beautiful than somebody filling out a form when the form is due
and filling it out properly.
There's
making sure that everything is spelled right so that we don't get a mail of demon.
More beautiful than okay, please. Nothing more beautiful than being able to just straight publish something, or being able to take something and share it with somebody else and not be worried about the quality of it, because I know the person that's doing it, they're on top of their stuff. That is such a beautiful thing as a contractor.
It is.
And to get things on time and not be chasing somebody over and over again. Hey, did you send the form? Hey, did you send a form? 3 weeks later, hey.
It does take a little bit, and we talked about this a little bit. I think it was last week or this week, somewhere about that, about accountability and how it doesn't look like it's cute for everybody, but some of you need it.
Period.
If I need to teach a class we're gonna teach a class on accountability, and my name's Professor MJ, baby. Let's go. Listen. But back to the original message. Don't be afraid to ask for help, because we can't read your mind. We don't know what you're struggling with. And you don't know if you have a professional that's in your network that can assist you with that tool, that job, that whatever. Being connected to professionals that can assist you with whatever, it takes a lot of stress off of you. Case in point, having a social media manager. I don't have to worry about what to post. Having what I call my certified bling dealer. Guess what I don't have to do?
Accessorize your outfits.
I don't have to. All I gotta do is pick out which accessory I want to wear this evening.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing for them. Having a travel advisor in their back pocket means that they don't have to go to them other people and be stressed out.
Yep.
They ain't gotta worry about if they're gonna be in a roach cell or not. They ain't gotta worry about if their confirmation is gonna be real. It's great to have those type of connections, because as you get older, not only in life but in business, having business connections will absolutely be the life or death of a lot of businesses, because you're trying to do it all and you really don't need to. As somebody who is certified DIY, you don't have to do it alone. And as long as you open your mouth and communicate, you will find the people. As long as you are telling them, hey, this is what I'm seeking. This is what I'm willing to pay. And I'm actually willing to put my credit card down.
Hey, and if you're not able to use
it, that's cool. But communicate that.
Be transparent. Do not ask questions and have them go around the bush to turn around and say, well, I don't get paid until next year. Okay.
Next
So why
year.
are we talking about payment services? Yes, I mean not next year, but I have had people who we walk through this whole thing for you to then say at the end, "Oh, well, I
I'm
won't
gonna
be
pay
able
you
to
with
do."
my income tax code.
Yeah, ma'am, this is not a this isn't like, no, we can't do that here. So you're gonna have to just let me know when you're ready, and then I'll give you resources that you can utilize that are free right now. And we could
Right.
have just spent our time doing that and saved all
Right.
that time.
But
So
the ideal business, the ideal client, the ideal customer, let me give you a little bit of a gem here, shoppers. The ideal client, the ideal customer is going to go to the website and is going to swipe that card. And half the time, you don't even need to have a conversation with them.
just throw it in the bag.
Just do it. Now, if you're working with somebody like a travel advisor or my lovely sis Shelly Bling with Shell, where she's looking for something to suit your needs, then yes, you're going to have a conversation. But there are some brands you don't have to have a conversation with. When you're ready, whether it's 2 a.m. with your friend girl or 2 p.m., throw that card down.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not ready to throw your card down, you still on a budget, that's okay. Sharing, tagging, talking,
Communicating.
it does wonders.
Like you said, nobody's gonna know. So if you just sit there and you hold it in, or you try to keep up with the Joneses, and then you're not able to get the service, and you're on and off about the service, just be direct. Hey, I don't have this budget, or I can't afford it. Is there anything else that's available? And if not, do you know any other resources? Boom, because a lot of times people will quickly direct you somewhere that may be able to help you. So, like you said, like closed mouths don't get fed. And
Right. Like, look, I'm gonna say this last thing before I get on my soapbox. Keeping up with the Joneses will have you mentally broken.
yep.
Because you're trying to keep up. And why are you keeping up with the Joneses? The Joneses know how to delegate.
The Jones, not the Jones, not a delegate.
The Joneses make it look great because they know how to delegate.
He was something else.
Because they're communicating with their network and saying, hey, I need this, hey, I need that. And the people are in their emails or in their phone calls saying, hey, I can provide this for you. And the Joneses is putting down their credit card information, not because they want to be flashy, but because they know how to get it done efficiently.
Yeah. Most people who are doing that, we don't know how hard they worked, and we don't know what they've learned and had to gather to be able to do that. Like we
Right.
talked about in our motivation room, which I will. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Business Breakdown. This is the part of the episode where I sit and give you some insight to help you grow, elevate, or expand your business. It's full of business tips, reminders, and sometimes tools and resources that you can utilize. So today's topic is about showing up for your business, but not only showing up for your business, showing up for your business with a sense of urgency. This is really important. A lot of times, small business owners tend to wonder why they're not seeing the growth in their brand. And oftentimes, not every time, but oftentimes it can be due to the fact that either A, you're not showing up for your business, you're not doing interviews, you're not stepping out in front of other people, you're not doing vendor events, you're not giving your card out, you're not wearing your logo with your QR code or your merchandise so people can shop with you. You're not putting yourself out there, but you're expecting your business to flourish. You have to put in that legwork. And the other side of it could be not showing up for your business with a sense of urgency. So oftentimes you might show up, but are you doing it with a sense of urgency, and are you doing it consistently? Those are the two things that go hand in hand when it comes to your business. So the first side of it, showing up with a sense of urgency. Are you getting your information to people quickly? If you're saying that you want to be a part of opportunities, are you signing up, joining, and executing quickly? When you're learning new information that can help your business grow or be better, are you taking that and immediately executing? Just the other day, I had a consult with a business owner, and as I was giving her insight on things that she could be doing to generate leads for her business, she immediately pulled up the information that I told her she needed to do and started doing it on the call. that is one of the best sense of urgencies, best examples I could use for a sense of urgency of getting things done and executing what we're learning versus taking the information in and saying, okay, this is what I need to do to make sales, but never actually executing it or taking forever to execute it. That could be the difference between your business growing overnight or growing over years versus it staying stagnant and being in the same place. So are you moving with a sense of urgency to get things done and control what you can control? Not a sense of urgency to control things that are out of your control, but a sense of urgency to do what you need to do in order to see your business grow. And then the last but never least part of this is going to be the consistency aspect of it. Are you able to be consistent? And a lot of times lack of consistency comes from a few things. One of them is going to be unrealistic goals. You're not creating smart goals. So you're creating goals that are way higher than what they're supposed to be or way lower than what they're supposed to be based off of where you're actually at right now. So if you are actually struggling with sales right now and you haven't made any yet, telling us that you need to get to 100,000 by the end of the year, you're setting yourself up for a really hard goal to reach, especially if you don't know how to gain the sales to get there. So create realistic goals and make sure you're not overcommitting. That's the other side of consistency. A lot of times business owners get excited in the moment, and so they start committing to things. They're committing to projects, they're committing to events, they're committing to completing things or giving things away. And it sounds awesome, right? But you have to actually be able to follow through, because the more that you're unable to follow through and be consistent in what you have committed to, the less likely people are going to take your business serious or think of your brand when they're looking for somebody that is reliable. A lot of times being known for being reliable and being solid doesn't have to come from being there for everybody at all times. It comes from being a person of your word and following through on things that you commit to do. So if you're wanting to see that growth, consistency, a sense of urgency, and execution of what it is that you learn. Okay, so those are the things that I want to leave with everyone today. Very quick message, and I'll see you guys next time at the Boss Babe Blog Show. We'll talk again in our business breakdown about some different insight you can use to grow and elevate your business. Before we leave, I do want to let everyone know we do have 2 slots available for our business mentorship program. So the QR code to learn all about that is going to be connected to this video. You can watch it, and if you'd like an opportunity to join, go apply, read all the instructions, and fill out the information on the application on our website. Thanks so much. Have a great day. And thank you again for watching the Boss Babe Blog Show. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.